Welcome back to the Bike Alex, everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most historic and revolutionary moments in the automotive industry, the rebirth of the Ford Model T in 2026. Yes, you heard that right. The car that once transformed the world in the early 1900s has made a dramatic comeback, redesigned for the modern era. Ford has taken the spirit of the original Model T, affordability, simplicity, and accessibility, and reimagined it for the 21st century with cutting-edge technology, sustainability, and modern design. This video is going to be massive. We'll cover everything: the history of the original Model T, why Ford decided to bring it back, its design, technology, features, performance, pricing, competition, and what it means for the future of cars. Stick around till the end, because the 2026 Ford Model T might just change how we think about mobility all over again. The historic roots, why the Model T mattered. Let's rewind the clock. The original Ford Model T, launched in 1908, wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. Henry Ford's vision was to build an automobile for the masses, not just the wealthy elite. It was affordable. It was simple to operate. And thanks to the assembly line, it was mass-produced at an unprecedented scale. By the 1920s, the Model T had sold over 15 million units, making it the car that put the world on wheels. It democratized transportation, changed the way cities were built, and gave freedom to millions of families. So, when Ford announced the return of the Model T in 2026, the automotive world went crazy. Was this just nostalgia marketing? Or was it truly a reinvention for a new generation? Why bring back the Model T in 2026? Ford's answer is simple: mobility for everyone. In today's world, cars are becoming more advanced, but also more expensive. Electric vehicles, autonomous driving, smart infotainment, these features are amazing, but they've made cars unaffordable for many. The new 2026 Model T is Ford's bold attempt to bring back the principle of affordable, practical transportation, but without sacrificing modern needs like sustainability, safety, and technology. It's designed to be the people's EV, a car that anyone can buy, drive, and maintain, just like the original Model T over a century ago. Exterior design: classic meets futuristic. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Model T is its design. Ford has blended retro nostalgia with modern minimalism. The silhouette is a modern reinterpretation of the original boxy Model T, but with smooth edges and aerodynamic styling. LED lighting runs across the front and rear, giving it a futuristic glow. The grille design pays homage to the 1908 Model T, but now it's closed off for better aerodynamics since this is an EV. Wheel options come in funky 14-inch fat tire designs for city use, and larger 16-inch Eco wheels for range efficiency. Ford even offers special heritage editions with two-tone paint jobs, wooden trim accents, and brass-inspired details to echo the vintage look. It's retro-cool, but futuristic at the same time. Interior: minimal, practical, and digital. Step inside the 2026 Model T, and you're greeted by simplicity with a modern twist. The dashboard is clean and minimal, with a 10-inch central touchscreen running Ford's latest sync system. Instead of physical buttons, most functions are voice-controlled. Seats are made of eco-friendly materials. Ford uses recycled fabrics and plant-based leather alternatives. The cabin is surprisingly spacious, thanks to its EV skateboard platform. And here's the coolest part: Ford has introduced a modular interior system. You can swap out seats, storage boxes, and even add small camping modules. Just like the original Model T was versatile, the new one adapts to your lifestyle. Powertrain: electric simplicity. Now let's talk performance. The 2026 Ford Model T is fully electric, built on Ford's compact EV platform. Battery options: 35 kWh for the standard model and 50 kWh for the long-range version. Range: around 220 miles, 350 kilometers on the base version, and 320 miles, 515 kilometers on the long range. Motor: a single front-mounted electric motor producing 140 horsepower. Not mind-blowing, but more than enough for city and suburban driving. Top speed: electronically limited to 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers per hour. Charging is fast, too. With DC fast charging, you can go from 20% to 80% in just 30 minutes. Ford has clearly focused on practicality over performance, just like the original Model T. Driving experience, back to basics, with a modern touch. Driving the 2026 Model T feels different. It's not about racing, it's about simplicity. The car has one-pedal driving for city use. Lightweight steering makes it easy to maneuver in tight urban spaces. Suspension is tuned for comfort, absorbing potholes and rough roads with ease. It's not flashy, it's not sporty, but it's comfortable, predictable, and fun in its own simple way. Exactly what a people's car should be. Technology, affordable, but smart. You might think an affordable EV means no tech, but Ford has packed in just the right amount. Sync 6 infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Over-the-air updates to keep the car fresh. Driver assist features like lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and automatic emergency braking, an optional semi-autonomous drive mode for highways. The Model T isn't trying to compete with luxury EVs, it's giving you just enough tech to feel modern without driving up the cost. Safety, built for families. Ford knows this car will be popular with young families, so safety was a top priority. 5-star crash safety rating. Multiple airbags, reinforced steel structure, and crumple zones. Advanced driver assist features included as standard. It's affordable, yes, but it doesn't cut corners on safety. Variants and pricing, the people's EV. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The pricing. Base Model T standard 35 kWh starting at just $18,500. Model T long range 50 kWh around $23,000. Heritage Edition, around $25,000, with retro styling cues. This pricing is a game changer. In a world where EVs often start above $30,000, Ford is aiming to bring EV ownership to the masses once again, just like Henry Ford did in 1908. Competition, who should be worried? The 2026 Ford Model T is entering a crowded EV market, but it has a unique edge. Competes with Chevrolet Bolt EUV, Nissan Leaf, BYD Dolphin, and Renault Zoe. But none of them carry the heritage factor of the Model T. None of them are priced this aggressively for what they offer. Ford has positioned the Model T as the underdog EV, and it might just shake up the market. Global impact, could it be the next car for the world? Ford isn't just targeting the US with the Model T. Production is being planned for North America, Europe, and Asia. In developing countries, the Model T could become the affordable EV solution for millions. Ford is also exploring solar charging add-ons and battery swap stations in some markets. If this works, the Model T could once again become a worldwide mobility revolution. The emotional factor, more than just a car. Cars aren't just machines, they're emotional. And the Model T carries history, nostalgia, and symbolism. For older generations, it's a reminder of the car that started it all. For younger buyers, it's an affordable EV that's cool and unique. For Ford, it's a chance to reconnect with its roots. This isn't just a car. It's a movement. Final verdict, has Ford done it again? So, is the 2026 Ford Model T truly the spiritual successor to the original? Absolutely. It's affordable, practical, technologically modern, globally accessible. The original Model T brought cars to the people. The new one might just bring electric mobility to everyone. Outro, call to action. And that's our deep dive into the 2026 Ford Model T. A car that bridges the past and the future, proving once again that simplicity and accessibility can be revolutionary. What do you think? Is this the car that could democratize EVs just like the original did for gasoline cars? Would you buy one for under $20,000? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, speech balloon comment, subscribe for more automotive deep dives. This is your Bike Alex name, and I'll see you in the next video.